How are you all doing? Peter McMahon here from European Industrial Chillers. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you all had a good week. Just want to talk about the importance of where you buy your buffer tanks. It's a subject that's often overlooked. If you are connected with me on LinkedIn, or even you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you'll see I often talk about it. And also I have a number of slides in my designer training program where I discuss the importance of where to position buffer tanks. You can have them on the return, let's say to a chiller or a heat pump, on the flow from the chiller or heat pump, or basically in the middle as a decoupling tank. And there are pros and cons of each. This week a client had decided to buy the buffer tank elsewhere. We had been specified by the consultant for the multifunction heat pumps and the buffer tanks, and there may have been some other products as well, I can't remember. But I'm assuming they possibly saved a couple of €100 by going elsewhere to buy the buffer tanks. But then when they went to install them, well, actually they installed them, and then the consultant picked up on an issue with how they were installed, and of course the proverbial hit the fan at that stage. And then it was a case of, well, you know, we need to find out what are the pros and cons. I'm assuming the company they bought them off, who are typically plumbing wholesalers, who are now selling buffer tanks and heat pumps, but that really don't have the background or the expertise. I'm assuming they couldn't give them the answers because they came to us asking about the buffer tanks, even though they hadn't bought them off us. Now obviously we wanted to make sure the multifunction heat pumps operated correctly, so we did give the technical advice that they needed, and I sent a couple of my presentation slides to explain the logic of where you can position them and why. I also had to explain in detail over a Teams meeting that went on for over an hour as to the position of the connections to the buffer tank, which are very, very important. Where your let's say chilled water goes in, where it comes out, and then where the return comes in and where it goes out if you're using it as a decoupling tank. I had to explain the negatives of connecting the buffer tank on the supply from the chiller, because there's quite a few negatives there. So basically we had to go through all of this, but I suspect in the end they've come to realise that really it isn't beneficial to buy the buffer tanks off somebody that doesn't have the technical expertise or the background to be able to assist them afterwards. There's no after sale service, so hence they had to come back to us. Now going forward, of course they do realise the value that we can bring to the table, and they've assured me that they will be coming through us in future. We'll wait and see what happens there. But anyway, I just wanted to give the rest of you a heads up, because it is something that comes up over and over again, and it is very often underestimated. How buffer tanks are made, how they're insulated, the position of the pipe connections, the diameter of the pipe connections. So there's all these factors come into play. You obviously need to make sure that you have drain valves, vent valves, all that type of stuff as well. So if you're looking for products for your HVAC or process cooling application, give us a shout. Peter McMahon is my name. The company is European Industrial Chillers Limited, or EICL for short. The office number is 01 8255 155, and my personal email is peter.mcmahon, that's MCMAHON @EICL.ie.